Hey man, I hope everyone's doing great. Hey, look, I just wanted to come and touch on a few things and the things that I've learned myself from modifying my 2022 WRX. Now, look, all of us start out factory, we start out stock, everything under the hood is black and factory as heck. So, I just want to start on a few things like basically what mods can you buy that need a tune versus mods that don't need a tune? And I'm going to start off with the Turbo Access blow-off valve, which is way down there and you can't see it. And I'm not going to lie, it's pretty hard to install because everything's so dang cramped in there. But you can do it. I know if I can do it, I know you guys can do it. But yes, on the Turbo Access dual ported blow-off valve, you're definitely gonna need a tune. And the reason why you're gonna need a tune is basically because it's gonna change the the aerodynamics in the engine. As far as now the charge pipe, what do you guys think? Do you think you need a tune or no tune? Well, the answer is you do need a tune because pretty much of the same reasons. I guess I'm going to go over everything that you do need a tune for, and then I'll go over everything that you don't need a tune for, just to make my video a little bit easier. So for the Turbo Smart dual-ported blow-off valve, or any Turbo Smart, or any blow-off valve, period, you're going to need a tune. For the charge pipe, you're going to need a tune. And definitely for an aftermarket intake. Now, this is the ETS intake. The one thing I learned the most on this car is the dam fluctuates like crazy. And I did run this ETS intercooler. Actually, I ran all these mods. I ain't gonna lie. For about maybe 80 miles on just the Cobb One 93 octane tune, which is not good to do. Like, it's just not. But I don't drive this car very much. Now, I work on it in my garage most of the time, and I don't drive it. But that's might have what have saved me from having some catastrophic failure. But before I got my Pro Tune. But let me just hear me out. You're going to need a tune for the ETS intake. Reason why? Now, they ship this ETS intake with some kind of baffle on the inside. I didn't put the baffle on the inside because I knew I was getting the Pro Tune. My dam is currently at 1. It does not fluctuate. It stays the same no matter what I do. Flooring it, braking, I don't care what I'm doing. It stays at 1, which is what you want. That's from my research. But there's no fluctuation anymore like it used to be. It used to be crazy. But for the aftermarket intake, especially ETS, Perrin, there's some more brands coming out. When I bought the intake, this is pretty much the only top brand you would want to buy, which is ETS. It's going to require a tune. Also, your downpipe, which I do have, which let's see here, you can kind of see it. Man, hang on, let me turn on some light here. Well, shoot. You can kind of see the canister down there, but anyway, it's there, okay? Downpipe. Downpipe is there, that's the ETS downpipe. And it's going to require a tune as well. Now, what I did is I did all the bolt-ons in a weekend and then pretty much took it to all-wheel drive tuning to get the Pro Tune done on the engine, because my main thing was worrying about, blowing the engine or messing it up or detonation or knock. All those things we all worry about. And I wanted to do it right, but I didn't have the money to put on one mod, then go get it tuned, and then pay the shop another however much they wanted to get it tuned again and tuned again and tuned again. So I was thinking I need to put every bolt on it, then take it down there if I make it, which I did. I had no issues whatsoever driving it to the tuner shop, like at all. Now, I didn't boost it up. I didn't drive it rough. Didn't get on it. I just cruised there to get the Pro Tune done. But after I got the Pro Tune, I felt so much better. And since then, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I've gotten on it, I don't know, 50, 60 times. Like, and I mean pedal to the metal. Like, I've done it. And I don't hear any detonation. I don't hear any knock. I don't hear anything that sounds bad as far as internal failure. Now, I know these are new engines, but as far as your blow-off valves, your charge pipes, your intakes, like your aftermarket intakes, your downpipes, and your top mount intercoolers or front mount intercoolers, you're going to want to tune. Now, as far as no tunes, like a drop-in filter, if you're factory and you're stock and you're like, hey man, I'm going to put a drop-in K&N or a drop-in aftermarket filter, that, you know, you can do that. An air oil separator, I've been looking into those. I'm going to buy one from, I think it's AIG. Now, they mount here on your strut bar thing. You got to take this off. They mount underneath this. It's a little thin plate that has the mounting thing that comes out to here. And then you run all your hoses and stuff like that. Now, it's probably about an hour and a half installed, and I've been researching that on YouTube myself. So, you know, I'm just another YouTuber researching stuff like when I can. But I'm definitely going to go with that, and I think that might, you know, I might not have to buy a catch can. Now, if I do buy a catch can, it'll just be for show, but I think I won't have room after I put the AIG oil separator on there, which pretty much does everything you want it to do. You know, it does exactly what it says. It separates the oil from the air. And it slowly, you know, lets it drain back into your engine. You don't have detonation. And when you get oil, you know, back in your engine, it could lower your octane levels and stuff like that. And we don't want that. And basically, the air-oil separator is just, you know, more protection for your motor, more protection for reliability, and really peace of mind. And I think I'm going to buy one, because I do care about my motor. I have all stock internals. I've seen some guys on YouTube already blow their engines. Like, there was one guy with an orange WRX that blew his engine at like 10,000 miles. And he had the same intake that I have, which is ETS and a Cobb one-stage programmer, which I ran that. You know, I had that same setup he had. I didn't have any issues. Nothing happened, but there again, I only put 50, 60 miles on it. You know, this man was driving it back and forth to work. I don't drive this car. So, you know, I'm just saying, I think it's really all about the Pro Tune after you get your mods done. Now, your axle back, you know, your axle back and or your cat back exhaust systems, you're not going to need a tune for any of that. And they really don't add all that much horsepower. Maybe 5 to 8 horsepower. You know, they really don't do a bunch. Because, really, you know, the car doesn't know any different. Like, on these newer cars, you got to recalibrate the computer or the ECU or whatever you want to call it. In order to understand, hey, this is what you have on you now. And to be honest with you, the DAM on these cars move a lot, even stock, even with the stop software programming. Like, they move a lot. I think one of the best things you can do to this engine, the FA24, is honestly do a Pro Tune. For me, I wanted all the mods, all the things that I could do bolt-on wise before I did the Pro Tune. Reason why is because, hey, I'm spending a crap load of money. You know what I mean? To me, it's a lot of money. I ain't rich, like every single dollar I get, I earn it. And I wanted to make sure I did things right for this motor. Peace of mind to me is a big thing. Even at my at DFW all-wheel drive tuning, I told him, I was like, hey man, don't take it to the maximum. I want something reliable. I want something good. I don't care about being the top horsepower dude that you've done. Like, I have all my bolt-ons, I have all that kind of stuff, but I want something reliable, reasonable, and that still puts the power down, And, on his dyno, these cars came stock with 271 crank, which is probably like, 250 wheel horsepower. I gained 100 horsepower to the wheels and, 100 and something foot-pounds of torque. And to me, that's pretty impressive. I was happy with that. And that's running on 93 octane, and that's no, fuel blends or nothing. No E85, none of that. I'm happy with it. I think what I've done is pretty, it's all right. I'm not saying it's the best out there, and I know there's guys out there probably pushing more power than me, but I wanted to do things right and reliable. I do care about the engine. I care about the internals of the engine. I care how it runs. But, me, I care about the mechanics. I care about how everything works together. I'm kind of geeky when it comes to that stuff, but that's just me. I know a lot of you guys might be the same way, especially if you're working on your own car. But there you go, tune. Turbo Smart, blow-off valves, or any kind of blow-off valve, charge pipes, aftermarket intakes, downpipes, and top mount intercoolers, you're definitely going to need a tune. No tune, drop-in air filters, air oil separators, your catch cans and stuff like that, your cat backs or your axle backs, you're not going to need a tune. So you can put that stuff on there and not worry about it. So if you want to start out doing stuff like that, but once you start doing ETS downpipes, which I've done, or intercoolers, charge pipes, stuff like that, you're going to need a tune. Especially with the aftermarket intake. Okay, guys, I can't express that enough. With the aftermarket intake, you're definitely gonna need a tune. So if you're looking at your car thinking, I want an intake on it, look, man, buy your intake and buy all the rest of your mods at the same time and then go get your tune. Otherwise, you're going to be going to their shop to get your tune 3 or 4 times because you're going to be putting more mods on it. And you're going to need a tune for those things. I'm not saying everyone has to go the way I did. But in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, if I buy an intake, and just an intake, I'm going to have to get a tune in order to run that safely in my mind, like, for the engine. I don't want to mess up anything on this car. Like, this car only has under 1,300 miles on it. So, my big thing, at the time, I had like 1,000 miles on it. When I just passed 1,000 miles on it when I got the Pro Tune. So it's been a couple of months ago. Now I got a little under 1,300 miles. But I don't know. Like, I know it depends on budgets and what everyone's got going on in life. And now the passion for your car, sometimes it takes over, dude. I ain't gonna lie. It takes over. And but I think the best thing to honestly do is to buy, if you're going to buy an intake, buy your charge pipe, buy your intercooler, buy your turbo access, blow-off valve, buy all those things first. Stack them up on the side, stack your parts up in your room, look at them at night, be like, yeah, I'm going to put this on my car once I can afford my Pro Tune. Then put everything on your car and take it to get it pro-tuned. And I really do think that's the best way to go. That's my opinion. And the reason I'm saying that is because the dam on these cars, they go crazy. They really do. Until you get it pro-tuned, you can solve that issue. And then you can have peace of mind for your motor, for your FA24. Now, these are new engines. Now, I know they put these in the SUV models and all that kind of stuff in Subarus and stuff, but for 2022, they just started putting them in the WRX. And it's really, guys, it's us that we're kind of testing the waters, you know. Now, I don't get on my car that much. I really do take care of it. I keep it clean more than I even drive it. I know y'all know that from watching my videos because it's always me sitting in here talking about it. But I'm just making this video for you guys, and I really want you to know, like, if you're serious about modding your FA24, you need to know what needs a tune and what doesn't need a pro tune. And I can't stress enough, with the aftermarket intake, you're going to need a pro tune, but there again, buy the rest of your mods at the same time, stack them up, then put them on, then go get your pro tune, because you're going to be saving money instead of getting one mod at a time and going back to your tuning shop and getting a tune, because they will charge you. And it's like, you know, $150 to $180 an hour, which is ridiculous. And I'm all about saving money, man, because I'm broke as a joke. And especially after owning this silly Subaru, I'm really broke. But anyway, we ain't going to talk about that. But I just want to let y'all guys know, I'm going to go over it one more time. What needs a tune is your blow-off valves, your charge pipes, your intakes, your down pipes, your top mount intercoolers. They're going to need a tune. Now, there's no aftermarket turbos out for this car yet. Oh yeah, also, aftermarket headers. You're going to need a tune, whether it's unequal length or equal length. But I've been researching about the header, and there's something about the dual-ported exhaust, like, I forget what they damn call it. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. I forget what they call it. Anyway, there's something to do with that. Some of you guys, it might be already in your head what I'm trying to say, so just keep that. And I haven't done the header yet. I'm still researching stuff. I might wait till they come out with aftermarket turbos to do the header. But other than that, like, this is where she's going to be right now. I'm pushing pretty much 350 wheel horsepower and 360 wheel pounds of torque to the four wheels. And I wanted to keep it at a safe number. He told me he could have gone more, but I said, no, man, I want to keep it safe. Like, I just want to go to car shows and enjoy my car with my family. I don't street race. I don't do any of that kind of stuff anymore because I'm really young and 40 years old. And I've learned from that, and I've been arrested for it twice in my life. And I'm just not going to do it no more. I might have just said a little bit of TMI, but I'm just not going to go down that road no more. But I still enjoy fixing up cars and working on them, and especially if it's my car. You best believe I'm going to take pride in every single turn of a bolt, screw, anything. I take pride in it. I just love it. Like, my passion for it is out there, and I want to do the best thing that I can. And what I really do enjoy is going to car shows and popping my hood and seeing people's reaction. Like, dude, you know, you got a new car, and you already got it modded in the way you do, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. Anyway, this is my video about mods and what you need for tunes and what you need for, you know, for not doing any tuning whatsoever. I just wanted to give an update to y'all and let y'all know, hey, if you're shopping for your car, it's always one part at a time. It's always $100 at a time. And keep going, keep pushing forward, and know that you guys can do it. There's nothing stopping you but yourself and time. and money. I get it, but like at the same time, you can do it, dude. Like, and gals, you can do it. Nothing's stopping you, and just know that your car is on its way, and you're making it happen. All right, much love to all of you. Thank you for watching my channel. You guys are amazing, and just know that your car depends upon you, just like mine does, and you're gonna make it. Okay. All right. Bye bye.